screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our project is called Financial Statement Assistant. It's based on the financial reports. And our team members include Jenny, Yaowen, Mingqi, Yan, and myself and Zoe. So let's get started. So we can talk about the objective.
Yeah, here is the objective of this project. So basically, when we're trying to read the financial report, there are a lot of specific domain-based financial words, and also typical the financial reports are over 100 pages. It's kind of difficult for us to read directly and get some useful information there. Like we need to spend a lot of time there. So basically the approach we take here is can help us to easily read and write the equity research report with reduced time and complexity. And also, we are also going to use a RAG-based approach, which could include the most recent financial data for the accurate and actionable insight. So those insights can uncover a lot of potential investment opportunities, and also the RAG-based chatbot can provide the user some query-based visualization of the financial data. So that's the major objective of the work here. So yeah, next slide. Yeah, and here this is the RAG architecture we took for this project. So there mainly four parts here. The first part is we get a lot of financial PDF report, PDF document, and we use the model to embed in the PDF document, and then save the embedding vectors in vector database, either by Python or Face. And then after that is the second part is the sentence encoder, which is embedding the input query into a vector representation for the retrieval process. And then it goes to the third part, which is retrieve the relevant information from our embedded vector database based on the encoded query. And then the last step is we will just with the retrieved relevant documents, we are going to craft the corresponding financial answers to the question, or we will generate some plot based on the prompt type. So that's basically the structure of our approach. Next.
So next, I will give an overview of our data and pre-processing steps. So our data is the SEC 10K filings. You may have a question about what is 10K. A 10K is a financial report that publicly traded companies file with the Securities and Exchange Committee, which is called SEC. So these filings are comprehensive reports that provide insights into financial and operational status of these companies. And a 10K includes information like business in history and current operations, audited financial statements, management's discussion analysis. So for this project, we will focus on retail sector including major retail companies, including Amazon, Walmart, Target, eBay, Best Buy, and Costco. And we are focusing on like 3-year 10K reports from 2020 to 2022. And the data is kind of combination of structured and unstructured formats. The structured data include tables, numerical figures, like revenue, profit, and expenses. At the same time, the unstructured data has the textual data, like the management discussions, risk factors, and the future outlooks. Another characteristic of these filings is kind of cross-reference between these sections, like the risk factors could reference in the financial analysis. The next is about the pre-processing. Actually, we started with the HTML files because that is this format is readily available by the SEC API. So this kind of files can be processed using a custom script, like by the custom script. The regular expressions can be defined to clean the financial filings by removing the unnecessary SBRL tags, encoded strings, and excessive white space, at the same time preserving the critical metadata. But we find later on, we find there's more PDF parser available. So we kind of switched to the PDF based pre-processing, and we found like a PDF data sources that have PDF files. And then the pre-processing for the PDF rely on two packages from Langchain, the PyMu PDF loader and the recursive character text splitter. The PDF loader essentially extracted text from PDFs, handling various formatting styles and embedding objects. And the recursive character text splitter extracted text into manageable chunks. And this after extraction, the text can be processed and stored for downstream task. Next, I will hand it over to Jenny to talk about the vector store.
Yeah, this is a typo here. This should be capital here. So as a Xinyan just to talk about, we use this loader to convert the PDF into text, and then we use this kind of like function to chunk it. And the size each chunk is 512. And then we use the same model to this is not same model. The embedding model to turn that into embeddings, and by batches, because altogether we have 5 companies. Altogether, the number of chunks we have is more than 13,000 chunks, and then so we kind of use a batch store this into the vector store by batches, and then from there we can reload the vector store. This is a diagram of showing that how we create our vector store. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so afterwards we wanted to implement our RAG into an app using Streamlit. So ideally, what we want to implement is you can drag a file, your 10K or whatever file that you want to summarize with, and provide a proper question. We can, even generate a plot to the question that you are interested in. For example, in the screenshot, we see that plot me a line line chart of my data and use date column to get timestamp, and I only need the first quarter of 2020. Yeah, so ideally we would like to implement this, but the result is pretty spotty. It doesn't really work. And if you go to the next slide, you will see that under the hood, what we are doing is previously in the screenshot, you see that the input query, but what's under the hood is before your input query, there's actually some prompt engineering going on. So basically we prepare some example for the model to look up data, to find the data, and then combine with the actual query, we plot, we prepare a plot accordingly. So it's actually like but this prompt is hidden from the user. However, that's what's actually going on under the hood, so that the model can appropriately interpret your query and return a plot for you. Yeah, we have not. It works from time to time, but it doesn't always work, and there are still room for improvement. But that's what we are working on right now. And if you go to the next slide, yeah, so we would also like to evaluate our RAG system. However, due to the time constraint, we didn't really make much progress at evaluation. However, for in the future, we would like to explore RAG-S and also try to learn more about RAG evaluation in terms of correctness. Like because for this kind of like if you want a financial RAG system like this to be adopted in a company in production, then we want really we want correct response. So similarity-based evaluation doesn't really check that. So we are thinking about how to like evaluate the correctness of the RAG response. And next, we also want to improve our visualization functionality. And we also want to explore different embedding methods and see which embedding method is best suited for this application. Yeah, so that's what we have so far for the project.
Do you have a demo?
We don't have a demo. Sorry.
Yeah, so how far did you get?
So if you go back to the
Oh,
previous slide,
I saw the plot. So that is your goal or is already achieved?
yeah, that's the working example. If you go, yeah, this one is the working example, but it doesn't always work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's deep dive into this case. So you give me a line chart of your data file, and you updated a file, and what is going on when after you upload the file? So you will be read into a data frame. Is that correct? And then okay.
With predefined schema. Right now, if the whatever file you provide doesn't match the predefined schema in the query, it wouldn't work.
Oh, okay. So you have a predefined schema. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's not
we
read on
we
the.
hard code the schema into the prompt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And uh, then how you get the data? So right now it's a CSV file. Then you read it into a data frame, and then
Yeah.
what's how the large language model is chiming in?
The model would, based on your question, the model will generate the aggregated data frame and then plot.
Okay, so okay, agent dot run prompt. Okay, so it will generate the image.
Yeah. This one actually done by Minxi, but she's not here. I
Okay.
think it's calling a function
Okay.
under the hood right after this.
Okay. 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 Sounds good. So yeah, it's an agent and it can finish the task for you. So yeah, I'm really impressed by the functionality of the agent. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think it's automation of a data analyst job. So you can basically generate the analysis report automatically. So that is a very good idea.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a hope.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions from the audience?
你的 agent 是什么？你的 agent 是什么 agent 呀？
什么意思？
他们这个 agent 就是就是你给他一个报告，然后他给你把这个报告的一些图给画出来。
这个
但是
这个 agent 是你们自己写的吗？还是说调用的一个什么 agent？
其实这个是一个，我如果没
自
记错的话，是一个 GitHub 的一个 project。
啊，所以是有人已经写好了，已经大部分。OK。那他那个 package 主要就是画图吗？还是说就是 read 这种 financial report？
对，它上面的 demo 就是给你一个 plot。
啊，OK。
query
但是有画图，然后有 comparison，然后有那个 summarize，就是说你比如说你问一下 generally the trends of how does Apple sell，and then 它会给你总结出来一个很简短的一个话。我们都还没有时间做那些。它就是说可以根据可以画 plot，然后 plot 和 plot 之间有 comparison，然后根据这些东西，然后再给你一个比较你能就是直接你能读的或者理解的一个简短的一个 summary，就是这个 overall 这个 company，比如说今年怎么样，或者过去3年怎么样，或者是这个 quarter 怎么样，compared to other company，这样的一个东西。其实就是 analyst business analyst 的那种function。
就是这个 prompt 里面，你看它其中有一句说 return all output as a string。我本来是以为就是前面的一堆东西是先通过大语言模型，比如它生成一个 command，生成一个这种画图的这种命令，然后让这个 agent 去画图。但是看起来你们是把这些东西直接放到这个画图的 agent 里面。那它输出的返回的东西，它是一个图片，它和这个 return output as string 不是互相矛盾的吗？
我估计这个截屏是 partial 的截屏，我觉得还有别的东西。
嗯，
就你现在看到的截屏可能不是
因为这个
complete。
agent，这个 agent 可能直接结果，
因为它这里有几种选项嘛，就如果 query requires creating a bar chart，然后就怎么样怎么样怎么样，然后如果 requires creating a line chart，它就怎么样怎么样怎么样。然后它前面的 query 实际上是要生成一个 line chart 嘛，所以也还是合理的。你看它 query 是后面加上去的，它这只是个 function。
对，就你得到的这个 response 确实是一个 string 是吧？画图是在后面的一步才完成的。
你这个 prompt 肯定是个 string，因为它这个 prompt 就是你前面这一些，然后加上一个 query 嘛。然后
是啊，我说这个 response，这个 agent 返回的这个 response 仍然是 string 对吧？画图是还有别的命令来实现的。
具体我不知道，这不可能不仅仅是一个，它也可能只是一个状态呀。就你这个 response 可以是任何东西。
就是一个中间的，这个是个 string 啊。
我不知道这个 repo 上面它具体怎么执行的，但是我们之前有试，就是你可以，就是它这个 response 有，这怎么说啊？它这个 function 是我觉得是一个 partial 的 function，因为我们之前有试过，你在 len chain 底下，在这个 response 结束之后，你还是可以给它做事情的，你可以让它去叫一个 function，然后把 function 的 return 就是变成 part of the response，最后的 response。
所以OK，它这个 response 是个 dictionary。OK，dictionary like string，然后把它就 pass 成一个 data frame，然后再画图。OK，
然后对了，你之后还可以再搭，就是它有一个什么，我一下子忘了那个 function 的名字了，它是可以拼的。你
了
的你的那个答案是有好几层。
对，这里的这个 response 只是一个中间的结果。
对对，这可能就是一个初始的一个给你一个 response，然后你后面还有后续，然后它做下面的动作。
对，这里还没有画图。是的，
就是你问的那个 query 里边儿必须要有这些词是吗？要问就是你要画一个 table 或者画一个 pie chart 这种。
就是他现在这个 specific 这个例子，他用的方式就是这样子的，就像你刚刚说的。但是这个不是唯一的一个 implementation 的方法，我觉得还有别的 approach。就是但是这个例子的话，它是等于是你限制这个模型，让它 OK，你要 follow 这个 format，因为你 follow 这个 format，我们之后才可以有效的把该拿的数据放到后面的 function。因为如果你不给他这个 restriction 的话，他可能就开始乱弄，然后你后面你可能你没办法，你在对接那个 plotting 的 function 的时候，你可能会少，你的 input 可能就不对。
就你给他一个 query，然后你给他的 table 不是 CSV 的那个 format 吗？你的意思是这个 prompt 里边儿就是 table column 这些也要自己写吗？我这个没看懂。
就是他，嗯呀，那名其不在，我现在也说不清楚。但是它的大意，你现在不要具体看这个代码在写啥，但它的大意就是说，OK，我现在你要帮我 plot 的时候，你的 data 的 format 是长这样子的，它是一个 JSON，我 table，然后在 table 里面有 column，然后 column 的对应的 data，然后叭叭叭叭这样子。然后呢，你这样的话，那个模型可能就知道哪一个 column 叫什么名字。你最后在 load data frame 的时候，比方说，我 pandas 要 initiate 一个 new data frame 的时候，我可以 pd data frame，然后里面给一个 dictionary，对吧？它可能因为它根据这个 format，它严格这样遵从，所以它知道那个 dictionary 长什么样子。它在 pass 到那个 pandas 那个 data frame 的 initialization 的时候，它就会把这个 dictionary 放在里面。然后呢，你在画图的时候，OK，我要 line chart， 我的 line chart 是长什么样子，我要什么样的 column，我的 data 大概长什么样子，然后你帮我调用那个后面的 function 的时候，它有个对应的input parameter，它要帮你塞对应的那个 parameter，要帮你画图。
就是说，他读了你的这个 query 之后，他你的那个大语言模型能够把这个 convert 成，就是我要去抓哪个 column 或者哪个数据是吗？
对，supposedly 是这样，就是如果他工作的时候是这样子，
嗯，
嗯。
啊，对呀，还是那个跟之前类似的问题，就是你前面那一页举的那个例子，好像是只需要3个数据点就能够画图，是吧？但如果是一个需要特别多行的，需要抓几百行、几千行的这种，那这个大语言模型它也是不是也会遇到这种没有办法返回所有数据的情况啊？
我们基本上就是大部分，我听明奇的意思是大部分的时间都不 work，
我对他们
就是
也都不 work。
对
哎，
啊，
我有一
那
个问题，就是刚才那个蒋老师说的那个问题，就是我没有明白为什么要大语言模型去输出这个数字呢？它不是就是给你 generate 一个，比如说一个 Python code，让这个 Python code 去给你生成一个图片或者怎么样的吗？那个 Python
不
code
是那个 Python 的代码是我们那个 function 我们已经写好了，但是比方说我有一个比方说 plot 一个 function，我的 input 是一个 data frame，然后我的 output 可能是一个，sorry，我的 input 可能有2个 parameter，一个 parameter 是 data frame，第二个 parameter 是 plot 的类型，比方说你是要 line plot 还是 bar plot，这个 function 已经写好了。你现在这个东西它等于说 OK，我的 function 写好了，我只是说我在 user 的 query 之后，我要把这些 input 这个 function 的 input parameter 给备好，然后我下一步我就把这个 parameter 塞到我的 function 里面，那我就有一个 plot，然后呢，我这个模型再把这个 plot 拿出来返回当做 part of the query，返回给 user。
对，我
这个
是觉得这个
function 不是模型写的，
我知道，我是说这个过程当中没有让大语言这个模型或者说去读你的数据呀，有吗？
在读了，你看它这个，你看它这个 prompt 的是写法，好像是读了。
哦，如果 prompt 是这样写的，确实是读了。
对，
我的意思能不能不让他去读啊？我就感觉没有必要让大语言去读数据啊。
你就给一个 schema 给他，然后不让他读数据，可能也可以，对吧？所以这是一种
嗯，
方案，就是如果这个你这个表不大的话，你用这种方案是可以的。但表大的话，就出现蒋老师刚才说的那个问题，就它会漏东西，那个而且它有 context window 的限制，所以
而且感觉它只是需要读一个格式，并不需要读所有数据，对吧？
我觉得我必须要很抱歉，这个东西可能有点 misleading。我觉得你不要 take 这个 screenshot too literally。OK，我们想要，本来想做的是，比方说你上市公司很多家，对吧？你有 retail 的 business，有亚马，它的对家可能是 Costco，还有 Target 这些东西。那我就是理想中我们想要做的是，OK，你过去3年在 retail 这个 landscape 有哪些问题？然后可能这个大语言模型帮你 summarize，用这个 rag 的方式。然后那你可能可以问说，哎，那我想要 plot 一下某些东西，你想要分析的东西，它可能帮你把那些对应的数据找了，然后再塞到一个 plotting 的 data frame。但是这些东西我们都没有 implement，没有做出来。然后呢，所以你这个例子就有点牛头不对马嘴。比方说，你回到上一页，孙岩，你说可以帮我移到上一个 page，你会发现这个东西我们这个 Chatbot 就有点不 make sense。你的 Vector Store 里面已经有 10K 了，你为啥还要 track CSV？ 因为这个就只是一个网上的一个例子，然后我们的确是做了，但是这个东西就像刚刚说，它不一定会 work，因为有各种各样的问题，然后我们还不知道，所以你不要把这个 code 看得太 serious，就是这个跟我们想象的区别很大，所以你不要纠结它那个 prompt 的 format 是长什么样，我这样说吧。
你们最大的功课是大语言模型做的，有时候也不靠谱，是吗？
就是我们就是坦白说，我不知道其他组员，我是没有时间搞这个东西。我就是中间请假了1个礼拜，我就试了一些东西。但是你说我试了啥，我得到什么 learning，我没有试到足够多东西，我可以给一个 like 很好的 learning 呀。所以这是我自己，觉得这个项目就很 challenging 对我来说，
OK，
很多问题。嗯。
好，OK，好的，谢谢。我觉得你们的整个立意是挺好的，就是说，而且是很适合 agent 去做的一个东西。我觉得能够出一些 preliminary 的结果也就可以了，挺好的，谢谢。